Hey guys, let's do a spirit talk. I'd like to do an important one. I hope they're all important. And I know the channel is kind of small. It happens for a reason. And I know some people they've been coming to me about the Oregon murders. I may just go ahead and cover that. Give me a minute. I got to think on it. Am I ready for the darkness? I know it's a big one, guys. Okay, so I may go ahead and cover that because I'm nice and medicated. It's a big one. It's a big one, though. But I do want to talk about this right now because Roger Waters did a video. Pink Floyd. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. I put the shirt on for this because you guys know I've been talking about Pink Floyd and the re-release Dark Side of the Moon. They're speaking. And for those who are listening, they're paying attention. Other people, but then you have others that are trying to cancel Pink Floyd. the ones trying to save us. They've been trying to save us for 50 years. And now we're in the times. It's always been. You got to be careful not to be a brick in the wall. It's always been that, but it's really coming down to the wire now. Now, what's funny is in my memories, May 25th, that was World Tarot Day. This comes up in my memories. Oh, yes. That's Wonder Woman. Oh, there's music with it, too. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I know. Oh, she's reminded me. Oh, I know, Spirit has a funny way. Yeah, oh, there's Lakshmi. Yep. And there's my white tiger. Trying to remind me I'm Sparta. Who I am. Yeah, it's all there. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny. The iPad just sometimes does it on its own. You see the white tiger, Wonder Woman, I am Sparta. Okay, and I've had some 300 symbols pop up, like on my car, and I actually had a donation help me with my rent, 300. I am Sparta. But my channel is chilled a little bit, and I understand that, but I was just talking to the Teach, kind of made him a video yesterday, kind of going off. He's been a little quiet. Now, I know he can be the calm before the storm. I understand. But, I got the Hermit cup here. That's the way I feel. That's the Hermit Tarot. That's the way I kind of feel. Like in this one, she's kind of sitting there. She's looking out there at the moon, the light side of the moon. Actually, we want to see the light side. She got a laptop, and she's just like, what the fuck can I write about? How can I get through to people? It's fucking hard, but yeah, that comes up. I don't know how that all sometimes does, on my iPad, but there's Wonder Woman, there's the tiger, there's I'm Sparta, I'm trying. And of course, Pink Floyd. I think Pink Floyd popped up in there too, maybe, but we're trying to do it, But anyway, I'm going to show a video. Roger Waters did a video about a day ago. Yeah, people trying to cancel Pink fucking Floyd. Okay, and people are like, oh no, I listen to Pink Floyd, but then they're compromising, when they're selling out to the band, maybe their job or, their relationships or whatever, and they're not speaking out. And I just did a video in Spirit Talk about coming out as a reader, where I've given it guidance. I met people over the years that don't want to show their face, but they want to be a reader. And I've talked to them and they're like, oh, I don't want my parents to find out I read tarot. I don't want my job to find out I'm a psychic. So I keep it on the down low. I still want to read and help people. And I'm like, then you shouldn't be reading, because if you're not willing to come out, and be yourself and be who you are, you have no business giving readings to other people, telling them that they need to be authentic, that they need to drop that relationship because they can't be authentic, that they do this healing with their parents when you can't even come out as you are. And one of the things I kind of went off on the Teach, and I'm like, help me with some things. I've been screaming at you for months. Not necessarily screaming, but, I gave him a look. He released music in March with the Floyd. He does music. He's been to India. He's done all the flower child shit. He's older than me. I was born in 69, but I still got it in my blood. Okay? So that's why I'm up. Okay? But he's been, he lived during that time. He was a young person and going to India like the Beatles did and trying to do all that. So obviously, But I'm like, where are you at now? And he's all concerned about his friends or business friends. I'm like, oh, you're fucking done. And I'm like, no koala bears for you, my man. Okay, no, the Aboriginals, I don't want to hear shit about nothing if if you won't speak on it. If you won't, it's not just even doing a post. You got to take serious action because, like I said, I'm concerned about the kids. Not just in America, but all over the world. That fucking app is, TikTok is the big fucker right there. That shows. And it's just like I told them yesterday, while people are raging about, drag queens in Tennessee not performing, or they're fucking bitching about Target showing a Pride merch, or they're bitching about fucking Chick-fil-A and the CEO cleaning a black man's shoes to show a thing in Christian humility. There's Jesus. Their kids are fucking being mind warped on TikTok. And that fucking irritates me that they're so hypnotized that this is going on. And so I'm yelling at him, you need to help me. Okay, and I know my channel's small and I'm trying to figure it out. But I'm like, I put it on the line that, me coming out of spiritual being and as a reader, there can be positives, but there can be negatives. There's risks. People are like, oh, that's psychic, that's weird, they could lock me up, and it's like, but the difference, like I've said before, the difference between someone schizophrenic hearing voices and an actual psychic is the psychic is correct. And I've been correct many fucking times. Okay, let's pull a few cards before we listen to Roger Waters, because we're going to listen to him. Willingness. So you are able to compromise if the end result is love. And some things I won't compromise, but some things, I will. But, obviously I love kids, and I do love people, believe it or not, and I do want them to save their soul. And that's why I'm going to come out as a spiritual being and talk about these issues. I do want America to save their soul. I want them to wake up. I want to save the soul of America, whatever little spirit there is, you could say, and people to wake up from the nightmare and go, let me get up and save America in the right way, not this wrong way where they're going after fucking Chick-fil-A and making that important while their kids are going down on a nap. Okay, you're so hypnotized, you focus on that and this woke shit when your kids are going down. And Pink Floyd's going, wake up, America. And really other people all over the world, but America is a big core issue because they do keep certain things stabilized, but things are unstable with what's going on in Ukraine and Russia type of shit, okay? This is a thing that Roger Waters spoke to the UN, and that's why they're fucking with him. Trust. Yeah, I do trust spirit. I'm going to trust spirit, that which created the cosmos, way more than, I know people could look me up. Oh, fuck, that's weird. Well, they won't think it later when shit goes down. Okay, that's the thing, and stuff. But we got to come out as we are. Self-love, and everything. But we need to have not ego love, but self-love in a genuine thing. I love myself so much. I love my soul. I want to save it. Okay, you realize that love of self is necessary to love another, but in a good, healthy way. I love my soul. Oh my God, that's more important to me than this bullshit. Oh, my kids too. Yeah, okay, And then empathy, that's one of the problems. There are spiritualists who do have empathy. I do recognize why Americans are frustrated. I do. I empathize with that. You're frustrated because you can barely make it, but you're blaming the wrong people. That's where the man fucks around with their mind and has got them focused on, oh, this is the problem, when it's not. And they're trying to, oh, let's create division. Let's eliminate rights from this, that. Nope, that's the problem. Okay, when Americans got to wake up and stuff and be present in the moment here and not be, fucking, manipulated by past or even future, but be present and be awake and aware. It's time for nirvana, spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. We all got to kind of do that. Let's, get beyond the restrictions of the mind and stuff and get, new situations and purpose. That's a big one. Everybody need, what is my purpose? My true spiritual purpose, not the purpose of what the man wants fuckers to do. No. What did I come to this earth for? Okay, and that's what I'm hoping people will wake up. And there is a lot of light people kind of sitting there, I know it, that are kind of sitting on the fence going, God, I want to fucking, I know this is right. I know I need to speak. But I'm afraid my parents, or I'm afraid my job, or and they're sitting on the fence, and it's like, get off the fucking fence, guys. We need you speaking. Wonder Woman fucking needs you. Okay, we got to do it and stuff. But yeah, even just looking at May 25th was World Tarot Day. That's when little Wonder Woman, she popping up looking like, I'm on the horse. I'm fucking done. Okay, but let's look at Roger Waters, because he's speaking. They're trying to cancel Pink Floyd and Roger Waters, and because he spoke at the UN and he's talking the truth and stuff. So let's, and people trying, and he hit back. Let's listen to the man and stuff,
And I'm really proud of him.
Hold on, he's trying to speak and just telling it like it is. But Pierce, and all them who trying to cancel Roger Waters because he's saying the war needs to stop. That's ridiculous. We need to stop funding and all. We need to figure out something else to stop the, or at least, what this, because the big thing, it's true. Everybody's distracted by fucking Chick-fil-A and Target when this shit's going on, and they got weird ideas. Some Americans got weird fucking ideas. If you're sympathizing for Russia, you're a fucking clown. Okay?
My story is yet another story of cancel culture.
Yes,
Why
it is.
Are they
Let me fix
trying
this,
to cancel Roger Waters? Why aren't there real journalists going, hang on a minute, this is bullshit. Maybe I'll call up and see what he has to say. Why aren't you? Piers Morgan.
Pink Floyd.
Hey? Fucking Andrew, what's his name? Andrew Marr. Eh? Ooh, don't get me started. Ignore all the newspapers, because that's all fake news.
Mm-hmm.
They are not printing the story in any way that is even-handed. Some fucking Labour MP in Manchester, Christian Wakefield. This is a guy who was a Tory, and he's now switched sides.
Try to get the glare up. There we go.
Just
leave it.
Sir Keir Starmer's Labour
Maybe
Party.
It's the sun.
I hope I meet you face to face in Manchester when I do my gig there, because you, Christian, I've forgotten your name already, and I will permanently soon, because you're scum. You are trying to get me banned from performing in Manchester. Me, the bloke that wrote Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here, and Animals, and The Wall, and The Final Cut. And I'm really proud of it, and it's a huge body of work. And
yes.
He wants to cancel my rock and roll show for my brothers and sisters in Manchester. It's insane. If we shout the lie loud enough, Roger Waters is an anti-Semite, we'll be all right. We'll get people to believe it. We can vilify him. We can probably destroy him. And we will get him in the end. Well, no, you won't. Because it is a lie. You can gather as many fucking morons together as you want to repeat your lie, but it remains a vicious lie. The narrative that I'm an anti-Semite and that I'm promoting fascism by wearing a leather coat and that I'm heavy symbols which are crossed hammers, by the way, not swastikas or anything that is literally Nazi, Third Reich, German. 40 years I've been doing. 40 years. Every single year almost between 1980 and now, I've been doing bits of that show.
He's trying to explain 1984 bullshit.
Why suddenly now would people be picking up and going, he's wearing a replica of a Nazi uniform on stage. He's obviously glorifying the Third Reich and Nazism.
Bullshit.
He's doing that as part of his general attitude, which is that he hates Jewish people. All over all the press in the Western world.
Why do you think they're trying to do this? Pink Floyd. Roger Waters.
Nazism, wearing a thing. Okay, well, if we could deconstruct that little bit. In my piece, The Wall, at the end of the fascist bit, in the film it's Bob Geldof, when he's the fascist leader, he's singing all this stuff, which I wrote, about who they are, the forces of evil. And they're in the song Waiting for the Worms. They're waiting to take over the world, waiting to cut out the deadwood.
That's the point. Trying to stop it.
Pink, Bob Geldof, internally realizes that he's made a terrible mistake by wanting to become a powerful demagogue and rule the world. That's why he tries himself in the trial. He tries himself for having become a Nazi. So how you can transmogrify this work of theatre into me glorifying the Third Reich and Nazism.
He's trying to
Beggars belief. Don't get me wrong.
tried to twist
I may be
this.
shouting
Fucking
and I may
done.
seem powerful or whatever, but I'm still really upset.
Yeah,
I can't believe that.
I
they're
know, I
trying to do
get
this
it.
to me.
They're fucking around.
Yeah. I mean, clearly, well, you can hear it in my voice. Clearly, I'm upset beyond all measure.
Yeah, I get it. I know. They
They're
twisting it,
deeply,
twisting.
deeply
You're trying to
insulting,
stop
not just
it.
to me, but to my family, and particularly to my mother and father. My father died at Anzio on the 18th of February 1944, when I was 5 months old, fighting the Nazis. And when the war broke out and he was called up, he went before the conscription board and declared that he was a Christian and that he'd love to help, but he couldn't join the army because Jesus had told him he couldn't kill anyone. And so he became an ambulance driver, and he drove an
Yep,
ambulance all
that's
through
it's
the
like that
Blitz.
one movie.
And it was there in London during the Blitz that he became politicized and eventually joined the Communist Party. By 1941,
Okay,
42,
let me stop right
he
there.
had-
There's a lot. It all got weird. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to put the link to the entire interview in there because I just want to make sure there's a lot of views on that. And that's on Double Down News. Let me, I'm subscribed to that. That's good. They're showing it. There's a whole story with Roger Waters, but I just want to kind of show, I would love to show this whole thing, but I want, there's 20, it's exactly 2020 minutes. What is that? 2020 is what? That's perfect vision, isn't it? Yeah, 2020 vision, and not everybody always has it, so we have to get glasses so we can see better. But yes, that video is 2020 vision, and Pink Floyd has it. And they saw, the whole thing, Pink, the story, all that is trying to warn. And then they're trying to fucking twist it in people's minds so people won't listen to Pink Floyd music. Okay, they're the ones trying to stop the brick in the wall, and he kind of tells his story. Okay, and my dad, it was in World War II, and then, later Korea, he did that, and hey, he drank, and, I'm sure he saw things that made him drink, I get it, and stuff, and it's fucked up. But now we're dealing with major shit. We don't want 1984 bullshit. And even America, which is supposed to be about freedom and democracy, is, we've got people that are thinking something. Oh, they try to call something patriotism, but they're actually supporting 1984 bullshit, and they're falling into the trap of the man. It's all fucked up. And they tried, the war on woke. Oh my God. Okay, this is all, and even, Pink realized, there it is. Okay, and isn't it kind of weird? This is Pink Floyd, and then there's George Floyd, and all this fucking shit. Okay, sometimes things are very serendipitous, but we are in 2023. This is a big year. This is the year that DNA activation happened on 2/23/2023. Let's wake up. Okay, I will put it's 20 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay, that's 2020 vision, and I know Pink Floyd has it. Okay, and we need to listen, and I will give you the rest of it, what he's saying. People are trying to cancel Pink Floyd. They're trying to twist Roger Waters into something he's not, because they don't want you listening to Pink Floyd singing Brick in the Wall, so people will wake up and stuff. And they're re-releasing it for a reason. And then to the point, people went after the rainbow trying to say Pink Floyd is woke when they've always had that fucking rainbow. And the rainbow really represents... Now, I know they have their own ideas, but to me, yes, I know this is science. This is Newton, I remember in college I took it. Like I said, I didn't graduate, I'll be honest. But I know when light is run perfectly through a prism, it's a miracle. But also this can be the representation of the covenant, the promise. This is what comes after a storm or the rain. Okay, no matter what, after the storm, we're all going to see the rainbow. Where you're standing after the storm, and what it's like, where did you stand up for certain things? What side were you on? You're going to see the rainbow no fucking matter what. Where will you be standing? Where will you have been? Where will you be remembered? Okay, but even I got on my teach last night. I'm like, that I've been, talking about this. I've been coming to you because, even though I come here publicly, what do I say to him privately? And he's doing that silent shit, And I know he may be the calm before the storm himself. But I don't want to hear about your friends. I don't want to hear about whatever business partners you've got, that you kind of built yourself up this when you've also built your spirituality. At least I have the guts to go on public and speak on issues. Okay, but I also will back myself up with tarot to, kind of express the spirit. And, there are those light folk that are, they may have quit their jobs or whatever to be a full-time spiritualist to try to educate you guys, to help you out, and we've got the Ganesh card, who is about remover of obstacles, wholeness. Okay, I want you guys to be whole and complete. Okay, and everything, and you're going to be fractured if you're being pulled here, there, and I understand it's confusing when people try to manipulate. That's why he's like, media, oh, fuck, you got to be careful. Okay, you got to be very discerning and careful. Okay, who you listen to. Okay. Even discern me, even be careful, everyone. But there's only one surrender, and that's to spirit. Okay, surrender to the Most High Spirit and be like, what do you want me to do, Spirit? Who do you want me to be? I want to be on, lead me in the right direction is a prayer I always said to Spirit. So why? Because I don't want to get misled. Okay, and stuff, and you will get the divine support you need and stuff. Listen to Pink Floyd. Listen to these guys. They're trying to fucking save you, okay, and save the world. But yes, of course, darkness is going to even come for him and try to twist that his shit is one thing when he's trying to save you from it. Okay, this is fucked up and everything. We need healing. Okay, we dealt with shit with the captor. We need healing. But there are people trying to prevent it and trying to manipulate and fucking, they're darkness. And they can sit there and say they're of the light. We know how this goes. Okay, and so your kids, oh God, yes. Parents need to fucking pay attention what's going on with your kids. They're going down. They're becoming mentally ill. But they think the cause is fucking, the CEO cleaning a black man's shoes at Chick-fil-A. Oh, you fucking numbers. Okay, stop. Okay, this has got to stop. People need to get on the spiritual quest. What that really means and stuff like this. If your church is promoting things that are division and hateful, you're in the wrong church and stuff. And empowerment. Everybody needs to tap into their own empowerment and start listening to spirit and not ridiculousness. These people are trying to manipulate you and turn you away from Pink Floyd, who was trying to save us when we were kids. Okay, we knew what they were singing about when we were kids. But then people grow up and they we had it all wrong. Oh, no, you didn't. When you were a kid, you had it correct. Pink Floyd was trying to stop you from bringing a brick in the wall. But belonging, who do you belong to? That's it's kind of like the Pat Benatar song, We Belong. To what? What would you belong to? She sung about a lot of shit too. Okay, invincible. And joy. Spirit wants us to be happy and not be miserable and attacking each other. Okay, it's ridiculous. Like I said, I will link him in the comments. But I don't need a scripture for that. 2020 vision, guys. There's even a news thing called 2020. And 2020 would have good shit. My parents used to watch it. Blessing. Spirit wants to bless. But, people who curse their own selves by following darkness, and they want to call it light, in the end, you're going to see the rainbow. Bam. Okay, where will you be standing when that rainbow forms? Okay, and stuff. But the capacity to love. Love is the only way. And that's the thing about Wonder Woman. She believes in the power of love. Love. Okay, that's the only thing that's going to save the world is love. There she is, Wonder Woman. The only thing that's going to save the world is love. That's what she stands for. There's Lakshmi. She's about love too. That white tiger is done. Yep. Trying to shield you. Oh, there it is. I'm Sparta. That's Kuan Yin. That tiger is done. Yep. It's done. There's the Buddha with Jesus and Shiva. Okay, and Krishna, it's all there, and Vishnu. Jesus is right there. Okay, guys, all the ascended masters, and there's Brahma there. Now, Brahma's a little more auspicious, but yeah, Okay, it's all there. Wonder Woman believes in the power of love. I do. It's the only thing that'll save the world. Okay, there was a thing. Wonder Woman, the original, she was formed with clay of all the women who ever suffered or died, and that's what became. That's the original. She became Wonder Woman. On the Amazon island. That's what formed her. Okay, yeah, it made her a force, So you could say Wonder Woman, all the witches who were burned, or Joan of Arc, or whoever, whatever women have suffered, or maybe they died, went back in the day when abortion was illegal and all that. That's Wonder Woman just kind of formed it. She became this. Okay, a spirit of woman, and maybe even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who passed, who has a message. So you got to stand up. That's who Wonder Woman is. Okay, that spirit, all those fallen women who, let's form and mold her into clay. Okay, we got, Eve may have been formed by a rib, but Wonder Woman was formed with clay of the earth, of the many women who died, and all their ashes became that. Okay, and there's only one thing that saved the world, Wonder Woman says, and that's love. Okay, that's it. And that's why, Wonder Woman, that's my childhood hero. Okay, Linda Carter, and Gal Gadot is doing a good job. I love her. She's very beautiful, but she's tough, and she's got muscles, and she can, and we want to stop bullets and everything. Okay, we want, save America. And I know there's other superheroes up somewhere around there. I'm going to be Superman. I'm going to be Iron Man, all of that. I'm going to be Captain America. We need him up. Some people, oh yeah, when I was a kid, Captain America, he got that shield, He's trying to stop things and shield. Okay, so anyway, as I say that, I'm going to link the whole thing. I want you to listen to Roger Waters. They're trying to fuck with him. They're trying to fuck around with him. And he's, he wants he spoke to the UN, stop the war. We got to stop. We got to figure it out. And I know to keep funding or whatever, I know it's hard. I don't claim to be a military expert. How do you stop it? Okay, but people, what you focus on, when you're focusing on dumb things that don't matter, that is to distract you. Okay, even the captor is very good at distracting. Oh man, the hypnotized, what's throwing things behind this darkness, okay, to manipulate to the point people don't realize when their kiddos are on TikTok, they're getting mind fucked. Okay, they're getting, their little brains are going down. There's all kinds of articles. I talked about the TikTok ticks, the other, and they, even to the point they held on me in a hospital. Oh, I knew then. And see, when I came back from the hospital, my teacher was like, now you're ready to teach. And I'm like, well, where are you fucking at? Okay. Yeah, I know I'm ready. I know I need to talk about that. Because when I'm talking about the dangers of all that that's going on with the mind, that darkness tried to put me down. And what if I had, because they gave me the wrong drug, died in the hospital? I told them not to give it to me. Oh shit, that's something trying to put me down. And but I took a risk and took it. I was out morning and night until they corrected my prescription. I risked death. Because if I don't take it, they'll keep me in longer as a prisoner. Say I'm being resistant to drugs. When I was telling them I can't take that drug. So I risked death to fucking give you guys a message. Yes, I did. So hopefully I can come back to my family and also get on here and talk about what the fuck is going on. Oh yeah, and I sent Pink Floyd my links. Oh yeah, I don't know if they watch them or not, but it's like, yes, Pink Floyd, they're howling grandma, and I risk death because when I'm trying to talk about what's going on, they want to put me down. Okay, so watch me rise. Now let me bring Wonder Woman, my childhood hero, who's like, she's done. I've been wearing the bracelets for years, guys. When you watch me do readings, I've always had them on. Okay, I've got the evil eye, I got the chakra. I added Isis and, the eye, a Horus. I've got the tiger's eye, I've got the chakras, I've got amethyst, I got it all. I got the angel wings, I got the Hamsa hand. Oh yeah, I'm on fire. Okay, about these issues that are going on and stuff. And I did talk to my student. She said, sometimes you ramble. I'll work on that. She's right. I said, she's like, I'll be honest, not trying to hurt your feelings. I go, no, you're right. Let me not ramble. Let me try to focus and maybe shorten my videos, But some, like Images of God, which is above, I encourage you guys to watch it. It needed to be an hour because that's part of judgment. I want you to save your soul. Everyone is an image of God. When you attack, especially for appearances and stupid shit, or what, ever, color, sexual orientation, even, gender, that's an image of God. And then definitely if you're going at images of God, like, Lakshmi just showed up, Kuan Yin showed up, or you go in, oh, God forbid if you go with Kali or Isis, okay, and you say, well, that's those, oh boy, that really puts something inside. Okay, so that's why I do not judge, and let's be respectful and love your enemies. Even if you're, a Trumpy, we still got to be careful. Okay, love or hate, and that's why I say just get eyes off the captor. Okay, I'm trying to bring people here, and we got to be careful what news we watch. Okay, because even love or hate, you're captured. That's why I try to teach you guys and stuff. It's all part of, don't fall into the game. But, I went out to teach because I'm like, man, I'm up here and I'm speaking on issues. What about you? And I don't know, is he going to come out and, I know he can do that surprise and all of a sudden it's massive. I know how he is. But it's still, I need him to fucking, speak. Okay, but Roger Waters is speaking. He's fucking calling. Oh, you fucking idiots, And that's the way I sometimes am. I know, I swear. And stuff, but sometimes that's what it takes, to get, and he's coming, Black Panther's done, okay, he's the best, and stuff, he clawed me good yesterday, and stuff, he's very excited, and he will knock over cards with messages, he really does do that, okay, but yeah, I told my teacher, I said, I put it on the line, I'm a reader, people could think that's bizarre, but like I said, one thing about a psychic versus somebody who's tripping, the psychic is correct. Okay, and I've got a lot of correct stuff, even just recent. I read the one case, sadly, with the boys, okay, that the parents, the foster parents would be charged. I read Letitia recently, she would go down. Okay, I talked about psychosis and how it's impossible for her to use that as a defense. I gave you an intelligent reason why it's impossible. Okay. I read Kylie Rodney. I've read other cases. You guys know. I can't be right 100% of the time, though. No, I cannot make that claim to fame. I'm human. I'm not perfect. But I will do my best. But even cautiously, I try to approach any reading, no matter, even if it's just a personal reading on a simple issue, do my best, to really focus on getting the correct message, to help people and make sure the words are correct. Because I never want you put anybody in a dark place with my read, and stuff. I want to focus. And then when I get the feedback, at least I have many people who can speak for me. Hey, she's right a lot. Okay, I do have a whole group that can testify. I got that. So if people want to fuck around, go to my group. Oh, there's a lot of people who have readings who can testify. She's right. Okay, a lot of the time. Nobody can be 100% of the time, though, And I know some people, and see, that's the funny thing. When I'm hitting nails on head, when I speak on issues and all of a sudden I'm not correct, it's like, really? Really? You get the Floyd. Come on. Okay, I've been right about this. I predicted this. And then when I'm talking about this, all of a sudden you don't want to listen. That's darkness. Guys, let's clear the haze and wake up from the bad dream, okay, and start seeing things as they are. You should not judge anybody. We got to golden rule it. The only thing that's going to save the world is love. And there are those who want you to be divided and to see those that are light as darkness. I mean, there was a period where I know I did a video that for a little bit they started trying to go at Gandhi or the Dalai Lama and get weird. And I said, don't dare click on those videos. It'll take you down a rabbit hole and you'll lose your soul. Don't mess with it. Okay? God, the next thing they'll try to turn you against Jesus. You think I don't need that? Oh, yes, they will. Okay, they're already technically doing it, but they haven't done that yet. Okay? It's coming. Soon that's going to be taken down. And then everybody, and then there'll be those. Okay, I haven't done that as a spiritualist. Focus on me, not the storm. Oh yeah, that'll be once they turn you against that, oh boy, okay. But, at the same time, we want to be respectful with that. Yes, there's chosen in Israel. He's not turning again. Oh no, he's not. That's chosen. Okay. you know, and other people that are turning, oh no, Jesus is like, those are chosen. What do you, when you fuck, you know, you're grafted in. What the hell do you think? You know what it, you should know what it means. And stop grafted in. Okay, that's still chosen. If it must still be that they're chosen if you're grafted into the covenant. You know, they're not, you know, fucking whatever. Okay, stop your nonsense. All right. So anyway, as I say that, I'm going to upload this, you know, but yeah, you know, spiritualists, you got to be willing to put it on the line. If you're sitting on the fence and you know what is light and what is correct, you need to get off the fence and start speaking. You know, a light worker needs to spread the light. Okay, and only love can save the world. And Roger Waters is definitely not a fascist or promoting it. He was promoting the opposite. That's the whole story of the, you know, Pink Floyd. And that's why, you know, there are those who like, nope, you can't get me to turn on that. Okay, you know, and then there are those who are, you know, fucking so far gone, they actually turned on that. They listened to it when they were a kid. We all, when we were kids, knew what they were saying. See, that's the funny thing. All kids knew what they were saying, but then there's some who grew up who said, oh, I had it wrong. And it's like, oh, shit, oh, no, fucking come back to me, please. Okay? And stuff, if you're going to turn on that, what's next, Rocky? But yeah, there'll be a point, they'll even get you to turn on Jesus. Oh, that can happen. And a lot of people go, no, that would never. Oh, yeah? You're already doing it when you're breaking the golden rule. When you're attacking people and you're doing this division. Okay, that image will be next. That'll be the final one that you go after. Oh, it can get you that dark. Okay, it'll get all fucking, oh, once they do that, woo. Okay, so far that hasn't happened yet, but it's happening in other ways. As far as, you know, people succumbing to darkness and a false light. Okay, so anyway, as I say that, guys. Okay, let's, you know, listen, watch his whole thing. I'll put it in community as well. Let's listen to the man, because he said they're going after him. What the fuck? He wrote this shit, okay? You know, and then there was others, their Sid and everything, you know, who fucking, they were trying to save us. So were the Beatles and, you know, all kinds of people. You know, and I know my teach, I'm just waiting for him to come up. But at the same time, he needs to fucking hurry up. Okay, that's the thing. He needs to hurry the fuck up and start speaking, because I'm getting fucking frustrated, you know, about to lose my patience and stuff. But, you know, I feel like sometimes I'm alone in this. You know, I'm like, I know, and I know it's scary coming out as a spiritualist. But you know what? You know, Spirit's going to know where you stood when the storm is over. Where did you stand? Okay, you know, fucking done. And everything. All right, you guys, you have a good one. I don't want to babble like my student said. I do that a lot.